What if the greatest secrets of the universe, the very keys to unlocking the full potential of your mind, aren't found in a book, a lecture, or a pill, but in a sound you have yet to hear? For centuries, across deserts, mountains, and continents, ancient cultures believed that certain frequencies, certain sacred sounds, held a profound and transformative power. Hello and welcome to iMusingz. Today, we journey back in time to listen for the echoes of a forgotten science. We will explore the history of these sacred sounds and uncover how they might just be the lost keys to unlocking a higher state of consciousness. Our story begins with a simple but profound realization. For our ancestors, sound was not mere entertainment. It was a fundamental force of nature, a tool for creation, healing, and spiritual connection. In the temples of ancient Egypt, chambers were constructed with breathtaking precision, not just for ceremony but for acoustics. It's believed these spaces were designed to become massive resonators, amplifying chants and tones to create powerful sound fields that could alter the consciousness of those within. In the vast landscapes of Australia, the Aboriginal people developed the concept of songlines, intricate pathways of song that crisscross the continent. These were not just maps for navigation, they were a way of singing the world into existence, a belief that the very fabric of reality is held together by vibration and melody. Even the ancient Greeks, masters of logic and philosophy, built their amphitheaters with such acoustic perfection that a whisper from the stage could be heard in the very last row. Was this simply for theatrical convenience, or did they understand that by immersing a community in a shared sonic experience, they could create a state of collective emotional and psychological coherence? When we look at this evidence, a powerful question emerges, one that echoes through the silent corridors of history. What if they knew something about the power of sound that we, in our modern world, have almost entirely forgotten? While this ancient wisdom may seem mystical, modern science is now in many ways catching up. In the quiet of neuroscience labs around the world, researchers are confirming what the ancients knew intuitively. Sound has a direct and measurable impact on the human brain and body. The key to understanding this is a principle called brainwave entrainment. Your brain is constantly producing electrical pulses or brainwaves, which change depending on your state of consciousness. When you're awake and focused, you're primarily in a beta state. When you're relaxed and creative, you shift into an alpha state. Deep meditation and REM sleep are associated with theta and deep dreamless sleep with delta. Brainwave entrainment is the phenomenon where the brain naturally synchronizes its own brainwave frequency to the rhythm of an external stimulus, such as a sound. The ancient practices of rhythmic drumming, communal chanting, and the steady drone of a didgeridoo were, in essence, humanity's first brainwave entrainment technologies. They were powerful, intuitive methods for guiding the mind into non-ordinary states of consciousness, for meditation, healing, and spiritual journeying. Today, we can achieve this with remarkable precision using technologies like binaural beats. When you listen to two slightly different frequencies, one in each ear, your brain perceives a third phantom tone, the difference between the two. This beat can be calibrated to gently guide your brain into a desired state, whether it's the deep relaxation of alpha or the profound insight of theta. Fascinatingly, sound is also being explored in clinical contexts for its healing potential. While we're definitely not making any medical claims here, studies have looked into using specific frequencies to help reduce anxiety, manage pain, and even improve sleep. This modern research doesn't invalidate ancient wisdom, it actually provides a new language to understand it. It shows that our ancestors were not primitive, but were, in fact, sophisticated masters of a science of vibration. As we delve deeper into the world of specific frequencies, we encounter a fascinating and enigmatic set of tones known as the Solfeggio frequencies. The story of their modern rediscovery is a mystery in itself. In the 1970s, Dr. Joseph Puleo, a physician and researcher, claimed to have identified a pattern of 6 electromagnetic sound frequencies encoded within the Bible's Book of Numbers. He believed these tones were the core notes of the original scale used in ancient Gregorian chants, but that they had been lost or suppressed over time. These frequencies are unique not just for their purported origins but also for their mathematical properties. When you reduce their Hertz values to a single digit, they all follow a repeating pattern of 3, 6, and 9. This immediately brings to mind the famous quote by Nikola Tesla: "If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe." Each of the core solfeggio tones is associated with a specific spiritual or healing effect. While this is based largely on anecdotal evidence and spiritual interpretation, the experiences of countless individuals are honestly pretty compelling. The frequency of 396 Hz is said to help liberate guilt and fear. 417 Hz is associated with undoing situations and facilitating change, a frequency for clearing traumatic experiences. Perhaps the most famous is 528 Hz. It's often called the love frequency, or sometimes the miracle tone. This is the frequency that, according to some, genetic biochemists use for DNA repair. A concept that, connects this tone to the very blueprint of life itself. Beyond the original 6, other frequencies have been added to the scale. You may have also heard of 432 Hz. While it's not technically part of the original solfeggio set, it's often grouped with them. It's believed to be a frequency of natural harmony, kind of vibrating in tune with the golden ratio and the patterns of the cosmos. Many people describe it as feeling more calming and organic to the human ear. It's crucial to approach these claims with a blend of open-mindedness and healthy skepticism. The power of these frequencies is, for now, primarily a personal and experiential phenomenon. They are really an invitation to explore your own consciousness, to listen deeply, and to feel for yourself what resonates as truth. The true testament to the power of these ancient sounds is not found in historical texts or scientific papers, but in the quiet, personal transformations of individuals around the world. So, consider a story, anonymized for privacy, of a writer named Clara. She was struggling with a profound creative block, just feeling completely disconnected from her passion. On a friend's recommendation, she began to meditate while listening to the 417 Hz frequency, the tone that's associated with facilitating change. After a week, she described a subtle but significant shift. The feeling of being stuck began to dissolve, and new ideas started to flow with an ease she hadn't felt in years. For her, the sound was like a key, unlocking a door that had been rusted shut. Or, take the experience of David, who had long struggled with anxiety and restless sleep. He began a simple practice of listening to music tuned to 432 Hz for about 20 minutes before bed. He reported that the calming nature of the sound seemed to soothe his nervous system, quiet the racing thoughts, and allow him to drift into a deeper, more restorative sleep. These are not grand miracles, but gentle, profound shifts. And this is an exploration that is, honestly, accessible to everyone. You can begin by simply searching for these frequencies on platforms like YouTube or Spotify. Just find a quiet time, put on a pair of headphones, and listen. Don't try to force an experience. Simply notice how the sound feels in your body. For a more tangible experience, you can explore the use of tuning forks calibrated to these specific frequencies. When struck, you can actually feel the vibration physically, placing the base of the fork on different energy centers of your body. The most important part of this journey is to approach it with a gentle curiosity. This is not about finding a magic bullet, but about developing a deeper relationship with the power of sound and your own capacity to heal and expand your consciousness. As we stand here in 2025, in an age of unprecedented technological advancement and profound global challenges, it is perhaps no coincidence that this ancient intuitive wisdom is resurfacing. Rediscovering these lost keys to consciousness is more than just a personal well-being practice. It has the potential to impact our collective harmony. Imagine what it would mean if our public spaces, our schools, our hospitals were designed with a conscious understanding of sound and resonance. Imagine a world where we use sound not just for entertainment, but as a tool for fostering peace, enhancing learning, and promoting healing on a massive scale. This journey into ancient sound frequencies invites us to become more conscious listeners. It encourages us to engage with this wisdom respectfully, to explore it critically through our own experience, rather than through blind belief. It asks us to balance the frontiers of science with the depths of our own intuition. The future is, in many ways, listening. It is about tuning in, not just to the noise of the world, but to the subtle, harmonious frequencies that underpin all of creation, and that reside within each of us. So, I leave you with a powerful call to action, an invitation. This week, set aside just 10 minutes to consciously listen to one of the frequencies we discussed today. Observe its effect on your mind and body without judgment. Then come back and share your experience in the comments. Which frequency did you choose? What did you notice? Let's continue this conversation and build a community of conscious listeners, exploring the vast potential of sound together. If this journey into the resonant past has sparked something within you, please give this video a like and subscribe to iMusingz for more explorations into the lost keys of human potential. Thank you for listening, not just with your ears, but with your entire being. The most profound secrets of the universe are waiting to